Okay, hello to this tutorial video about the PDF generation by org Apache Xmlgraphics, the FOP technology. I work with the latest version at the moment, and I also have the dependency for the JXB. You should have a really good knowledge in Java because this tutorial is not for the beginners, and you should be able to work with JXB because a PDF generator that generates dynamically. So you have first to generate your XML content before you generate your PDF because FOP works with XML. Before I start to give a presentation about the application, I would like to show you this picture here to have an idea how this FOP framework works. The PDF is our output file or target file. Our input files are the XML and the Xslt, the Xsl-Transformation. This is a very powerful description language that describes your transformation into a PDF file by using the content from an XML file. So if you want to generate a PDF file with dynamical data, so of course you need XML and XSL to generate your PDF. If you have a static PDF file that just only have to be generated by application, so the data is not dynamically, FO file is also enough. In this application, I'll show you 3 ways to generate the PDF file. The first way is by XML as input and the Xslt, of course, as a transformation that is processed by this engine into a PDF file. I'll also show you the way how to generate the FO file by XML and Xslt, and I'll show you how to generate a PDF file by FO file. In the most of cases, this engine is not needed to create a FOP because to generate a FO file, because in the most of cases I give my XML and my Xslt and I just want to have my PDF file directly. I would like to show you the official page of Apache FOP. Here you have all versions, you have every notes you need, the changes, the release, and an overview about the new release. And you see here, let me search for Apache FOP xconf. And this is very important to understand the way how to configure the engine, because some companies work with one phones, so you need to bind your one font into the processor so that the one font is used in the generated PDF. So here are a lot of configuration options you have in the environment of FOP. And this is a sample configuration file of FOP. That is this one that I've taken in my example that is available here in this FOP.x configuration. And I use 2 classes to generate my content. So at first I have a class that is responsible for the PDF generation, also the FO generation. And I have a class that is responsible to generate the XML file. So this XML this class has 2 methods. In the first method, I just describe the contents and then I generate the content into a XML object. This XML object is generated automatically in the build process. So I work with XJC, XML Java Creator. The XSD is this one here. So my XML begins with node my data. In my data, I have the subnode guestbook, and in guestbook, I have the subnode entry. So on every entry has the information name, time, comment. So, and I use this method to create this data, and then I have a method that gives an input stream, which is already my XML. This is just the encoding. I work here with JXB standard, and then creates, or I marshal this Java object into a XML and gives the input as byte array input stream back. I have this class, I have 3 methods in that. In the first method, I just generate a PDF file by giving XML. In the second one, I generate a FO file by giving XML. And then in the third method, I generate a PDF by giving FO file. How is the application runner working? I have here 2 methods. This method is commented out because this is not really necessary. This is just an example that we can ignore in this tutorial video. We just work with this one. So I define here my PDF file path, the FO file path, and the XML file path. So at first, I need the XML util class to generate my content. I need 3 times of this input stream. These are all the same. So I get in every call the same content. That is used here in the first method call to generate the FO file. In the second step, I generate here a PDF output file. And I work here with file utils, Apache common utils to write my byte array into a file with these paths that I've declared here. Okay. How is my XML? The XML has 3 entries: name, time, comment. How is my XSL working? My transformation. My transformation, I say I can set up here the page layout. These are the information about the page. And this page instance can be used by this name. I use this reference here in a page sequence and insert into this layout my content. So how you see, I create here FO table. This is a table, and I say I have 3 columns with these settings, and in the body I just apply a template. XSL is working with a template mechanism. So here, this is the root of the XML. So you enter here automatically, and then here in this step, the processor looks into my XML file and tries to resolve this XML path. So my data guestbook entry, if this node is available in this XML, it should be taken, and for this template should be called, and in this template, and in this template that I have declared here down, I insert the data as a row into my table. So in the first cell, the name, the time, the comment that are already subnodes of entry. So this template has to be called 3 times because my XML entry is available 3 times. So this transformation is done and processed by FOP engine. And let me just remove this XML file because this is created by the last run as I tested my code. I removed the PDF file and I removed the FO file so that we go to generate this file again. I just start the application. Now FO file is generated, the PDF file is generated, and also the the XML file is generated. So this is generated automatically by Xml util. We look into the PDF file. This PDF file is a simple table. The simple table can of course be styled. So for any style questions or Xsl-Transformation question, just go to the official page of the Apache. There are a lot of examples. This is very powerful. So I can't tell you every possibility you have in Xsl because this is really very much. So just learn it by doing. And now let me give you a look into the differences between FO file and XSL file, because this is very important to understand. On the right side I have the FO file, on the left side I have the XSL file. The first difference you see is that here this placeholder is not available anymore. So the engine goes and overrides this placeholder by the real content from the XML. So here you see the name is available, and in the second cell the time is available, in the third cell the comment is available. And this row is matched 3 times because this template is called 3 times by the engine because this node is resolved 3 times. So the template is not available anymore, therefore the content is available. You see the page sequence that we already defined here, and you see the information to this page sequence that is used by Apache Fop to create or to configure our page or our layout. These are the differences, not really huge, but very similar. If you want to create a PDF in a static way, so your data are always the same, so just use a FO file. If you work very dynamically, your PDF generator is very dynamically, the data are dynamically, so just work with XSL and use the Xsl-Transformator. Okay, now let's have a look into the first method by generate PDF. Of course, we need, before we start to use the transformation, we need the configuration that we already defined here. So I get as resource my FOP configuration, and this FOP configuration is used to get the instance from FOP factory that is used to get FO user agent, which I insert as second parameter to get FOP object. So the first parameter is my output file. In this exception, this tutorial, I work with PDF. The second is the FO user agent that knows its one configuration. And then I say my output should be a byte array output stream. So the output should be written here, and a transformer factory is needed here. This is a singleton. I get the transformer factory, and then by transformer factory I get a transformer. During I get a transformer, I have to define my XSL file. The XSL is stored as stream into the Xsl stream variable here, and I place it here and create an object stream source and give it to transformer and get a transformer. A transformer needs an XML source and an output target. The output target is defined here, so in result with the FOP handler. And then I put my XML file, which I've got as a parameter. And after the transformation is done, I can close my output stream and can give it back. So in this output stream is my PDF file available, my PDF content. This is PDF binary. In a second method, it's more simple. I just have an XSL like the method before. I just create a factory, a transformer factory. I give the XSL to this transformer factory and get the transformer, and then define my result, give the result to the transform method, and then I can close my output stream and give it back as output stream to the calling location. Yeah. In the third method, I just create a PDF file by giving an FO file. I pass the FO file name. For example, this one, my PDF .fo. And then a path is built, and then I use this FO file here to declare a source. This is new. This is not available in the steps before. And this source is given into the transform because I have here no XML more. I just have a FO file. Therefore, we need this source object. And then we place this source here. The result is as before, and then we transform it. So after that, the file is created. This is the PDF file, and I define here my output stream, which is placed by the FOP factory here. I hope this tutorial was helpful. This project is not available on my page, but if there's if you need this project in this scheme, so just write me by email. I will send it to you. It's no problem, and I would give you the information necessary is to know that FOP examples are available in this format. To understand this, you need to transform this FO to a PDF file to understand this FO file. And for this, you have to write your FO file generator. That is also as example available in the version you download from the FOP. For example, if you go to download and you download the source file, for example, this one, you see a lot of examples. FOP. Here are examples you see. Here are all of FO files you have, and a PDF file to these examples are missing. So these have to be generated by yourself. For example, if you go to the source, you see, let me look if I can find it spontaneous under resources. No, this is not really the interesting corner. FOP, FOP util. Oh, no, this is not what I want to show you. Examples, embedding, Java embedding. Oh, okay. Here are all examples you need. For example, the example to generate a PDF file by FO file, or generate a PDF file by an XML, or create a FO file by XML, SVG, and so on and so on. So this is a standard application from Apache Fop that is inserted for free on this official page that you should use. And I generated here all PDFs from the existing FO file, so you can look into this file to get an idea about all possibilities you have in this context. For example, it's very helpful the table here. For example, borders, you see that you are available to define your table, to design your table, and all possibilities you have in the context of Apache Fop. Very, very powerful. So if you need this project, so just write me, and thank you for the time, and bye.